starting a YouTube channel at over 40 years old shouldn't be that hard. I mean, I have experiences, I have stories. I got a story. Everyone has a story. We're all going through something. We all went through something, or we're all gonna go through something. The bottom line is, no one's really heard my story, my version of my story, or even my version of my life. So about 8 years ago, I was forced to retire, medically retire. In the first year, kind of took it like nothing, sat around, watched YouTube, watched movies, did anything and everything I could to keep my mind busy for the first year.
Well, after almost 2 years of being stuck in this house, it felt like a prison. It felt like I was a prisoner in my own home. What's even worse is I was starting to feel like a prisoner in my own mind. I was restricted. I couldn't do a lot of things. I couldn't go a lot of places. My condition was withholding me from doing a lot of things. It was getting pretty scary.
It was just getting scary because I didn't know what to do with myself. I was home all day by myself. Wife and kids were at work and school. First few years was like that. I tried to stay busy throughout the house. Started reading, picked up books, picked up a few hobbies. Almost feel official. However you focus this thing. Anyways, I ordered this, came in, so I'm gonna see how it goes, see how it works. This might be a game changer for this adventure of mine. We'll see. Let me see, I'll just plug it, I'll just go in right now while it's recording, see if you can see the difference right away. Okay, there it goes. Pull this out again, here it is. This is a receiver. Stop shaking. This is the receiver part. C cable for my phone, obviously. All right, let's put it in. There we go. And it's paired. I don't know if it's working. I don't know if you can still hear me or if you can hear me. Let's see, I'll try to walk around, see if you can still hear me. If you can still hear me pretty good, this is going to be a game changer because I won't have to be stuck right in front of the camera for you to hear me. Then I'll have to figure out this mic, where I got to put it to see where it's going to sound the best, I guess. Anyhow, so I pick up a few hobbies, biking, mountain biking, whatever, just biking in general. And then I got this guy, this dog, Zuko. Hey, what are you doing? He's got something stuck on it. Let me help him real quick. What happened? Oh, your ball's stuck. Let me see. Give me a second. There it is. All right. Anyhow, so with these hobbies, I was thinking, hey, I could start a YouTube channel. Picked up my bike, mounted a GoPro on there and took it out for a spin, had a flat tire. I get home to change the tire and realized my valve is different. Right there. Those are two different valves. I didn't learn that till recently when I went to get it, and here it is. So the problem with this valve, not that it's a problem, is you need a special pump or special valve adapter, whatever, to fill it up. So I was like, obviously I don't know a whole lot about bikes to be doing a YouTube channel, so forget that shit. So moving on to Zuko again, my dog. I go all in and I start buying harness. after harness, after harness, after leash, after leash, after leash, after leash, more harness, more leash. Does he need a long leash? Bungee leash? Any other leashes? That was a dinner bell. Just leashes. Leashes, 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 leashes. Leashes, leashes. Training bag. This actually is pretty cool. Got a bag. More long line. Toys. More leashes. I mean, I just went all out for this guy. Only to realize he needed more than that. He needed exercise, not just a gentle walk around the block. For the goddamn video, and I gotta pick all these shit up. Behind the scenes. So now what? YouTube on dog videos? And everything I've bought him? Everything I do with him? And let's be real. You see one dog video, you see them all. One owner talks to their dog a certain way, another one talks to them a certain way. Kind of gets boring after the third video. And everybody loves puppies, but let's face it, he ain't no puppy. And I don't know that much about dogs to do YouTube videos, so scratch that idea. Now what? So, back to the drawing board. What's next? Gotta keep my mind busy, right? Gotta keep it busy. I even tried the whole journaling, writing a to-do list, things I had to do the next day, things I wanted to do. Just kind of got boring and just wasn't for me. I didn't know what to do next. Well, one day I was sitting in my room, kind of just going through my stuff, straightening up, and I remembered I had got this book, My Grandfather's Life, and I actually picked this book up over a year now. It's over a year. Not exactly sure when I got it, but it was over a year. And what it is it's just a blank book with questions in it about my grandfather's life. Well, when I originally purchased this book, I started to read some of the questions, and then it hit me. I don't know a whole lot about my grandfather, and I really don't know a whole lot about my father. I was raised in a generation where when adults were talking, you were playing outside or you were in another room. You couldn't hear their conversations. So whatever they were talking about, we didn't really learn. We didn't know. I didn't know personally about a whole lot about my grandfather. I knew he served in the military. I knew he didn't talk to some of his family members. There was just so many questions when I picked up this book, which is one of the reasons why it sat there for so long, because I'm like, I don't know anything about my grandfather. I know some. I know he was a great man. I know I loved him. I know I miss him. But other than that, I don't know a whole lot. So it hit me with my grandkids. I don't want them to live the same way. Questions about me. Yes, they know I had a heart condition, but do they know what I did? Will they know what I did? Will they know the kind of person I am? Not unless I tell them, right? In my own words. So I think what I plan to do with this book is fill it out for them. and let them figure it out for themselves. And what I mean by let them figure it out is the stories I'm going to tell them about my life will let them kind of decide on what kind of person I was. I just feel like starting a YouTube channel at almost 50 years old. Yes, I do have stuff to talk about. I have a lot of experiences I can share with you, but I mean, where do I start? Honestly, where do you start? So with this book, I feel like that's going to give me some great ideas. I mean, there's several questions in here that are interesting. One of the questions that I really like is describe one of your memorable, scary moments with your friend. See, now that's going to spark some memories for me, and it can spark it for you too. Now, just with that question, I got a story to tell my grandkids. Now I got a story to record for YouTube. There's so many questions in here that I find interesting. Another question was, what was your first job and how much did you make? Well, like I said, I'm almost 50 years old, and my first job, I think I was making $3.75 an hour. Now, if I told my grandkids that now, or even showed them what $3.75 was, you imagine their reaction? So I think this book is going to be fun. I really do. And it's going to give me something to do. So my approach to this will be different. I'm going to answer a question in this book in one video. So one question per video. But I'm going to do it in a way to where I'm documenting my daily life, kind of as my journey. I'm sure my grandkids don't want to sit here and watch all these videos one by one about all these questions with me sitting in this room. Yeah, I doubt it. Hopefully along my journey, I can inspire some of you grandparents to do the same. You know, it wouldn't be a bad idea to tell your grandkids about you while you're still here. You see, with my medical condition, I really don't know how long I have to be here. I know I have a long life ahead of me, but again, you just never know. So why not start today? I've put this off for well over a year. Not only the book, but even starting a YouTube channel. Like I said, I had several hobbies to do it on. I was just scared of the camera. But now with my purpose for my grandkids, I can do this, and I'm gonna do it for them. So I encourage you to do it. And if I can inspire anyone out there to even just have the courage to get on camera and talk about your life, your health issues, your issues, like I said, we've all been through something. We're all going through something, or we're all gonna go through something. Just lift each other up. You know? Well, I wouldn't be able to start this journey of my grandfather's life, or as my grandkids call me, Tata. Because as of now, I have 3 grandchildren, DJ, Alia, and Ana Lilia. I love you all very much, and these stories are for you. That way, hopefully I can leave you with no questions about your Tata. And you're gonna see how I am every day anyways, telling these stories. And right now, you guys are young. You guys are kind of too busy to hear about Tata's boring stories. So that's why I'm leaving it here, for you guys to enjoy whenever you want. Later in life, sooner or later, who knows? But I love you guys. Let's do this.